Morning students, welcome to the another class of moral science. It is your subject moral science, and today I will explain chapter number 7. Okay students, and chapter name is Amina got back her jewelry. Amina got back her jewelry. Okay. So, students, as I explained you in the previous video that was related to moral science. As you see that in moral science there are so many things which we are taught in the classrooms and always says to follow such kind of things. But students, really these things are very beneficial for us. They are using to make a person strong physically and mentally also. Okay, so students, you should follow such things in your life that will be told to you through these digital classes. Okay, so let's start our chapter number 7. It is class 7, moral science, chapter number 7, and the name of the chapter is Amina got back her jewelry. It is the story of a woman who somehow lost her jewelry, which he pawned to a pawnbroker. Okay, and this time how she was able to get back her jewelry, we will see through, we will go through, we will know through this chapter, which is Amina got back her jewelry. Okay students, so it is a story of an old woman whose name was Amina. Once she decided or she planned to go on a holy place. She go on a she go on a pilgrim. Decided to go on a pilgrim, that is a holy place. Okay, to say her offerings in the series, or to fulfill her desire, or to fulfill her wish. She needed some money. As I told you, she was an old woman and she went to pilgrimage, and for this purpose she needed some money immediately. Immediately means at once. So she decided to go to a pawnbroker. As you know student, pawnbroker is a person who used to take things, valuable things from you, and in favor of these valuable things they provide you the money. They provide you the money on interest. Okay, so she went to a pawnbroker to pawn her precious jewelry. The pawnbroker assured her, he promised her that her jewelry would be safe with him, and he placed the jewelry box in a locker in front of Amina. Further, he told her that only half of the value of his jewelry would be given to her, and an advance interest for 3 months would be deducted from this amount. It means that if the value of that jewelry is 1 lakh, so she would be given only 50% of that price of the jewelry, means 50,000. and 3-month advance interest will be taken from this amount. If she failed to pay back the amount before the end of the 3rd month, she has taken this amount for 3 months. For 3 months, and after 3 months or within 3 months, she was supposed to pay her money, her amount, and get back her jewelry. So she decided that she will not fail to do so. Okay. So the pawnbroker applied an condition: if she failed to pay back the amount before the end of the 3rd month, her jewelry would be sold off. It means if she will not be able to pay the money, to pay the amount which he has taken from the pawnbroker, the jewelry will be sold off and the pawnbroker will cut his amount. Okay. So he boasted of the popularity of his shop. Boasted means, as you know, that to say something loudly in a confident manner that we do this and we are very honest, or we are very true on our words. Okay, and the popularity of his shop, and told Amina not to worry. It means she will not be deceived to get her jewelry back, and to any kind of dhoka, deceiveness she will get. Amina handed over the jewelry box to him and left for the pilgrimage. So, in further proceed of this act, she given her jewelry to that pawnbroker, and he placed that jewelry box in the locker in front of her, and Amina went for the pilgrimage. 2 days before the expiry of 3 months. So the given duration was 3 months. Within 3 months, and in expiry of the 3 months duration, 2 days before, Amina came back and went to the pawnbroker's shop. He didn't recognize her and bluntly told her not to come to his shop again. The pawnbroker, refused to recognize her and asked her not to come to his shop again. He wanted to deceive that old lady. So, students, for few precious jewelry, for few happiness, that pawnbroker has decided to deceive that old lady. Okay. So, what happened next? We will get it know. So, Amina did not lose hope. She had decided to complain it to the queen, and she was also told that she had never brought her jewelry to him to pawn. It means that pawnbroker refused that Amina had submitted her jewelry to that pawnbroker or not. So what happened next? A well-wisher of Amina advised her to complain about it to the queen. So a well-wisher of Amina has advised her to go to the queen and complain this whole matter to that lady. Amina understood what to do, and she decided to go to the queen. She narrated the facts to the queen, the whole facts to the queen, who listened to her patiently. Who listened to her patiently. The queen told her, queen listened the whole thing, what happened and how she can give justice to Amina. She has decided each and everything. So students, the queen listened to her patiently. She told her that she need not to worry. Her query will be solved. She consoled her not to worry. Her jewelry would be back in her hand soon. So students, the queen made a plan. She asked her to reach the pawnbroker shop at a specific time on a stipulated day. Stipulated means the decided day, that on that particular day you are supposed to be on the pawnbroker shop, and there we will decide what to do. Okay. So the queen posed as a rich lady. She disguised as a rich lady and carried a big box full of diamond-studded jewelry. Diamond-studded, students, means a jewelry covered, whole covered with diamonds. She was wearing a burqa. You know, burqa in Muslim community, burqa was worn to hide the identity. Okay, it used to wore, you know, over the clothes. So she was wearing a burqa to hide her identity, and his greed. The pawnbroker saw the expensive jewelry. When the queen reached on the pawnbroker shop, you know, when the pawnbroker saw that a rich lady came to his shop, her greed, you know, got senses. Her greed became strong. He said, "Madam, your jewelry will be safe with us." He boasted about his shop, that the jewelry of the queen, of that rich lady, will be safe in his hand. He said, "Madam, your jewelry will be safe with us. When you return the amount, when you give back the taken amount, your precious diamond-studded jewelry will be handed back to you." So, student, he boasted about his shop. He boasted about the popularity of his shop. He said so many things to convince that rich lady to place her jewelry in her shop. Students, so at this juncture means a particular time, a given time, Amina entered the shop. Amina, that lady who have given the pawnbroker his jewelry and was deceived. Amina entered the shop and reminded the pawnbroker to return her jewelry. And in front of that rich lady, she decided to get back her jewelry from the pawnbroker. So she reminded him about the jewelry and asked him to return her jewelry box, who has been pawned with him 3 months back. So she decided to get this thing, realizing that the rich lady might form a bad opinion about his shop. So in front of that rich lady, the pawnbroker was unable to say that lady that he did not get the box. He did not get the jewelry box from her. But this will, spoil the image of his shop. So he was trapped. So he at once courteously means with full of respect and in a good manner, he told Amina to be seated. He asked Amina to be seated and opened a big shelf to take out her jewelry box and decided to give back her jewelry box. Showing that all her articles, when Amina got the jewelry box, she has decided to check it properly. She had checked each and every article of his jewelry were totally intact. Intact means on a certain place, put it properly in the box. So students, he handed over the box to her without any fuss, without any quarreling, without any objection. This was a good policy to impress the other lady in burqa, and he did it to impress that lady in You know, student, that is the planning of the queen. At this, the queen disclosed her identity, and when Amina got back her jewelry box, the queen disclosed her identity. The queen revealed her identity and reprimanded him to refrain from such acts in future, and advised him or warned the pawnbroker to not to involve in such kind of activities in future. The pawnbroker apologized with folded hand. He was, felt ashamed, and he apologized for his misconduct with Amina and other persons too. It is an habit of that pawnbroker to cheat others. So, in front of Queen, he decided that he apologized that he will not do it in future. Thus, Amina got back her jewelry and thanked the Queen for it. And Amina thanked Queen to help her in getting back her jewelry. Okay, so this is the story, students. And what does it tell you? What do you get from this story? The moral of the story is we should not cheat anyone in any condition. Okay, it is a great moral of this story. Nowadays, people are being cheated. People are being cheated for very little amount. They are not behaving properly. They are just in the race to earn money in any sense. So it is not proper. This nowadays the world is facing this corona pandemic. Many people were died daily. The number of infected persons are increasing in thousands, half of lakhs daily, but we are not improving. We are just in the race to earn money, and we forget that the mean of money should be proper. Earning money is not a bad thing, but we should earn money by our hard work. We should not deceive anyone. We should not cheat anyone in any sense. I hope you are getting me very well. And so, before saying goodbye, I will write some difficult word on the board, and you are supposed to copy from the board. Okay? And see, students, the exercises of this chapter will be done in the notebook, and true, false, and many exercises you are supposed to do it by yourself. And there is one activity in this. This is honesty is the best policy. You have to express your own views about this matter, that how honesty is the best policy. You have to write a short note. You have to write an incident. You have to express this through an incident in which you showed the honesty. According to you, the honesty is the best policy. You have to prove it. Okay? So I am going to write the difficult words and their meaning. You just copy from it. Please copy these words from this. I am erasing the upper word. So these are the words which you are supposed to write in your fair book to think it as a part of the sentence, part of the chapter. Okay, and not only writing these words in your notebook, you are supposed to learn such words. Okay, so before saying goodbye, I would like to tell that students, it is our moral duty. It is our moral duty to support the persons who are in great need, who are in great need. Regarding to moral science, it is not only a subject which you have to just listen and forget. It is a subject which you are supposed to make it practically in your life. Okay, so without wasting your time, you have to start following the values which is being taught to you through the moral science. Okay, and help the needy persons, not the persons, animals also. You know, just due to the lockdown, some persons have no work, some animals are not getting proper food. So you just, when you will be out from your house, you just carry some food for such persons, for such animals. Okay, goodbye.